You said real estate is where you can invest with 20 million and get 40 million. Do you think stocks don't give them that?
Why does he have a large estate? Why didn't he find out that he has a large stock?
This is I41 Real Estate Lifestyle. Welcome to I41 Real Estate Lifestyle. So my name is Olamide and
My name is Balaji Olave.
so welcome to our very first podcast. We're going to be talking about everything real estate, to trends, to money led, to real estate investments, the kind of investments you can make to earn good money. You can go to our Instagram page or our YouTube channel. You can see the videos we've done so far, educating you about everything real estate or things you ought to know in your homes, buying, investments, installments, payments, outright payments, anything. That is what I41 Real Estate Lifestyle is about. So today, I'm going to be talking about real estate and stocks. So we ran a poll on our Instagram page talking about whether people would choose real estate or stocks. Wow, you cannot imagine the results. 57% of people chose stocks. You people are not interested in landed properties again. I don't know, but that's what the result of the pool gave us. So I'm going to let my colleague Balaji here talk about how stocks is leading and which one is interested in. So over to you, Balaji.
See, Lamide, I'm not really surprised that people actually pick stock over real estate.
Okay.
You know, and I feel the reason is just because people are not really enlightened about what real estate investment is really about. And when I saw the post, I was actually kind of surprised. Like, why would people pick stocks over?
But I was surprised too.
No, that was because for someone like me that is actually really knowledgeable about real estate, that I've actually been advising people over the years about real estate investments, seeing people picking stocks is kind of like, well, I wouldn't say I'm kind of disappointed, but of course, today I will kind of shed more light on what real estate investment is all about. Lamide, I mean, to you, what do you think like real estate investment is all about? What do you talk about real estate investment? Because I think that's where we should start from. When you hear real estate investment, what comes to your mind?
Buying of landed properties. Well, that is what I understand about it.
Okay.
Buying, be it land, be it house, anything that is actually seated on the land.
I think that's where I'm going to start from. Right. So when we talk about real estate investments, I don't want to use the word layman, right? But a commoner we think real estate investment is all about just buying house in Epe and selling it for, let's say buying house in Epe for 5 million naira and selling it for 15 million naira after 10 years. That's what a common and see real estate investment to be.
That's what I think real estate investment is.
So no wonder why we actually get that result. So I mean, when I saw that too personally, it just occurred to me that people don't really know what real estate investment is all about. I mean, up from my head now, I'm going to give you 7 methods how you can actually invest in real estate that you cannot find on the papers, right? So I will start from this. Like I will start with what everybody knows: real estate investment. What people know is a commoner knows that. Well, what people do is probably, let's say someone might just have, let's say have $2,000, or let's say put it in naira because we're in Nigeria. Let's say I have probably 2 million naira. I might just buy a house in Badagry, Efred, and I'll be hoping there'll be development in those areas. Probably I'll be hoping that, there'll be a major road, like realtors used to say that, there'll be a major road connected to that area. Probably there'll be a government project coming towards that area. And I'll be hoping like in the next, let's say 5 to 7 years, I will hold the land for some time. And after 7 years, the value of the property will triple. And I will probably see my money back. That's what people see real estate investment as. But a lot of other ways you can actually invest in real estate that people don't know.
Enlighten us.
The other method you can actually invest in real estate is now. There's something we call this other method is what company does. Company like Hydron Homes, like P1, they buy a large figure of land, right? They can buy like 20 plots, 5 acres, 10 hectares, and they'll be selling it small, small. Just imagine you buy goods in wholesale and you're selling it in retail price. You can make a lot of money from it. Do you understand? Like, just imagine you have a location, like you have like an area, like 50 plots of land, selling it small, small, you make a lot of money. Why do you think F1 and agronomes are employing people and they are over all the states in Nigeria? They saw that there's money in it. And I'm going to tell you this, like, I'm going to say this fact to you now. Why do you think big men, sophisticated men in the country, why do you think they are diverting into real estate? Why do you think someone like Wigwe of blessed memory, why do you think he wants to enter into real estate? The former CBN governor that was arrested, they found out that he has a large estate somewhere in Abuja. Why does he have a large estate? Why did he find out that he has a large stocks? Because he knows that real estate is where you can actually venture it. Real estate is where you can actually put 20 million naira to get 40 million naira within 2 months. And I'm going to give you, and I'm still going to give you,
But not to cut
to give you further insight on that.
not to cut you short, you said real estate is where you can invest with 20 million and get 40 million. Do you think stocks don't give them that? Let me make an example. I'm not too familiar with stocks, but the little I know, the little knowledge I know, at least when there is high rise in stocks, there's uptime, there's downtime, all those things. I think they're uptime, they can make more like that.
Thank you very much for that, Lana.
Why do you think they can't make that exact money via stock?
Yeah, you made a very solid point. But today I don't want to juxtapose between real estate and stocks, right? But I feel with the point you just made now, I may have to a bit shift my discussion towards juxtaposing both stocks and real estate. Now, before this whole market of return comes, our forefather, how do you think they invest? They invest in landed property. That's number one reason. There's no how you would take stocks are intangible properties. They are not something you can see, they are not something you can hold. There's no way on earth you can compare a tangible property to an intangible property. In stocks, you just be seeing your money online. In real estate, you can see what you are holding. This is my house. I'm going to give another example. If there's a war today in Nigeria, if there's a civil war as it stands now, and the whole market crashing, what happened? You lose your money. But if there's a war in Nigeria, I will still go to my house. This is my house. It's a blessing to own a piece of the heart. Like, it's a blessing, like you owning a piece of the heart. And now, you made mention of investing in stocks today, and after 5 years, it's also, after some months, it also appreciates. Now, I'm going to give you the downside of it. The fact that it can appreciate also means it can also depreciate. Do you agree on that? The fact that you can, because one thing I know about investment, because I need someone that is actually, I need someone that maybe probably that's actually knowledgeable in stocks, well knowledgeable, that can actually tackle me with this proposition. Now, talking about real estate investment, this other part of investment that I want to tell you about now is what people don't know. This is an example that I know that someone very, very familiar to me did. It was around last year. Now, what did this guy do? This guy I have a friend that is a developer. He's building, right? So when he wanted to start the building project, I think he had like something around 80 million naira. And the whole money that he needed for the project was around 150 million naira. So he needed to sell the house off plan. So he sold this out for 2 people. So he sold this out for someone bought 2 units. He bought each unit for 60 million naira. That is 120 million. As of last year, I can give you the evidence. The evidence are there. I can give you the document. We want to see this. The guy used 13 months to build the house. This guy is now, the guy that bought it for 60 million naira off land is now selling the house for 130 million naira. That's like 120% increments.
In a year?
Within just not a year. So the guy bought for 60 million naira. Now, why do you think houses are expensive in Nigeria? It's because of people that are buying off plan, people that are knowledgeable. They read the market and they keep to hit. Do you understand? So this guy made what stocks will give you that kind. So his property is already there. It can't go down. The worst that can happen is that it cannot sell lower than 60 million. Do you understand? It can't sell lower than 60 million, but its stocks and the value can depreciate. It can't go down. Do you understand? And how many assets will give you that kind of percentage increment within a year? You name it. You can see what it's building. We can someday say, you know what, I'm not more selling, I want to live in the house. Can you live in your stocks? Possible now.
Well,
So that's, I mean, I'm just trying to give you an enlightenment on what people don't actually really know about real estate investments. I mean, another idea, I'm just trying to chip in this so that people can actually be aware that there are a lot of methods you can actually if I have money last day, tomorrow if I have money, I will just buy house and I will sleep. Because the money it will work for me to grow. Do you understand? Let me give you another method that people are doing now, right? People that don't have money to buy a house, they are leasing. Imagine you lease a house, a short let in Ikeja, you lease an apartment, 4 bedroom, lease this for 10 years. Do you understand? Just pay lease for 10 years. Let's say you pay like, let's say, 12 to 30 million naira for 10 years. You set up a property management company and you just short let it 150,000 naira per day. Do you understand? Do you know how much we are going to make within a month?
Yeah, that's actually true. I've seen an apartment. It's not even a duplex. An apartment in Lekki that is the short like 250.
Now 150, 200,000 per day. Just imagine you are making that. The house is still yours. You can just one day ask the tenant or whatever to go that you want to stay there. I mean, the opportunities are there. Do you understand? So people are not, when I saw that, I just feel like people are not really
Enlightened.
understand. I just give you like 3 different examples now. What people do again is that the moment you buy a land, the value of the land increase the moment you have certificate of occupancy. This is what people do again. So I can just go and meet Omoniles that have land. They are everywhere, like 20 plots, 30 plots, 50 plots. This is what they do. Just go and meet family. Baba, I will help you get COO on this land. I can invest 10 million now to get the COO. The moment I get the COO, give me 10 plots. Do you understand? Like, you get a party that will process the COO for you. The moment a land has a title document, the value triples. That's why we see, I don't know, all these investment companies, they will say that, oh, come and buy our land. Oh. The moment they will say that the COO is in processing. The moment they have that title document, the value triples. So you put money in that, tell them, go and meet them. Oh, I will help you do your title document. Give me this. From there, they pick it up. You don't do their title document. You get your money. There are a lot of ways market can cry. People talked about BTC and all those things, what have you, all those years. Anything can happen. Is it not fun? Is it not technology? How do our forefathers, how do they invest before technology comes? It's land. We want to, during our olden days, we want to know the worth of a man. How will you know it? Is it not his farmland? Exactly. So our forefather that was investing in farmland, and the way Lagos State economy, real estate is actually working. It's moving now, right? It's get to a point whereby the landowners will be the one dictating a lot of things because it's a privilege. Because now if you actually look at if you want to rent house in Lagos now, you just see one old man coming out dictating price for young people because during his time he had already gotten the land. Do you understand? It's more like a lifetime investment. And I will say this thing for free now. The only thing that cannot be recreated out of what the four factors of production is land.
True.
You can only print more money. You can keep back so that there will be more labors. You can only get more capitals. But you cannot, the total mass of Nigeria is already on the world map. You can't recreate it. So you can only, you understand, you can only just, keep on improving the value of the land to get more money. So, I mean, this is just a little, right? I feel people should just be, maybe probably talk to someone like me anyways.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
for some to understand that, I mean, it's the facts are there. It's not something you can't dispute. It's something you can't dispute. If I have money tomorrow, and I believe the money is going to come that day, I will buy land. I will buy a house. I will shortlet it. Rentage. You will see the value.
So if you need more information about how to invest in real estate, contact I41 Brokerage Limited today.
We are here for
Go to our website,
We are here for
click on booking a consultation with us, and book for consultation on how you can invest in real estate. We are always here for you. So back to the topic we're discussing. Yes, believe me, what you just explained now, I really do not know that real estate investments can go in such ways.
No.
What I only know about is you buying your land and selling it off in few years.
Yeah.
But you've enlightened me on like there are various methods you can. Sometimes he made mention that you might not even be the owner of the land, maybe family land, and help them process the COO and have a bargain with them. But please make sure any agreement you make has to be penned down and written down, obviously. so you can have return on investment. So like there are really good ways in investing in real estate. So I would actually pick real estate investment over stocks. So it's better to real estate, and buying in landed properties is a way to build generational wealth.
Yeah, that'd be very good.
I don't think stocks will give you that. Generational.
You agree with other people's business because
Yes.
it's shares, it's so some people's. So another thing is that let me just in a little bit with a little question that I have talked about the risk when we talk about stock, right, or shares. The little knowledge that I have is that if the value of a shares of a company is going up, it depends on how well the company is doing. Right. For example, now there are some people that bought Mr. Big shares as I when we were young. What is the value of Mr. Big shares now? It's nowhere to be found. Do you understand? So it's more like you're actually putting your money on someone else's business. It's like you're actually putting your money on how viable or how well someone else's business is going to do. It's not your business. So you will be calculating that this business has been doing so well for the past. So, I have a Manchester United fan. I bought my shares. So it's basically,
No, these two football fans in the house.
I mean, it's going to be more like, oh, you are putting your money on the probability that someone's business is going to boom. Do you understand? But you are the one controlling your real estate. Now, the only risk, because I won't say that real estate investment, I won't say that it's 100% perfect. You understand? Trust me, nothing is 100% certain, right? And I can say this thing. I'm a real estate investor advisor, right? And I always tell people that be very careful before you make your investment. You just need a lawyer to get a good land or to get a good property to invest in. Do you understand? It's not perfect. And the investment, the analysis is what you can actually do by yourself. You want to invest in a project, enter the land, ask for a land. How about this land? What is the viability? The company, maybe probably the developer, you want to invest in his project that is building, you want to invest in his project. Check his track record. Do you understand? It's something you can see. I mean, it's something like I feel the analysis is something because the truth of the matter is that let's say house too can get demolished. Government can come tomorrow, they will demolish your house. It's also there's also risk in it. Like fine, it's tangible asset. There are some things that can happen that you will lose the entire money because I've seen people that have actually invested in house property before.
I think that's just bad investment. They're not doing their proper due diligence.
Yes. But I'm saying this because so that it won't be like, oh, he said it's rosy, fine, it's rosy, but it also have a downside. The same way stock also have a downside. And I can tell you categorically, I can give you a check-in assurance that the downside of stock is more than real estate. Because you're actually even controlling what you can. It's more like you're investing on what you can control. So unless you can, if you are very, very wise, you can actually control real estate investments. Do you understand? You bought a land, you can put security. It's something you can see. I mean, tangible, you are checking your phone, like you are looking about analysis of how who does that. Put money where you can see. Buy if you even want to do your way, you take your children. This is my land. You can't be compared to oh my girl want this thing on phone. It doesn't work that way. I mean, let's do one.
So what my colleague Balaji is saying is that real estate is the sweetest deal, the sweetest investment you would ever make. It builds, like I said before, generational wealth, something you can leave for your children, your children's children's. It's just the best. But like you said, there are also risks. There's nothing you want to do in this world that you don't take a little risk. But before you invest in that property that you've been eyeing, that house, that land, do your due diligence. Analyze the property well, ask around, and know what you are investing in so you will not make a grave mistake. So, we have come to the end of the discussion today. Stay tuned. Turn on your notifications on YouTube. We will still have this conversation about real estate and stocks once again, where we'll bring somebody that is very versatile and knowledgeable about stocks or is into financial management and stock exchange. Thank you so much for tuning to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for responding to the poll on Instagram. We'll continue to bring you more real estate lifestyles, more trends, more investment options on real estate and how to invest. We're going to still talk more about real estate investments, like what you need to do, how you need to do, and how to do your due diligence. We are still going to talk about it. We are just here to make you knowledgeable about real estate so you don't make any mistake when investing. Thank you so much. I'm Olamide and Eve.
Bolaji.
So until next time, this is I41 Real Estate Lifestyle. Bye.